2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Atlanta Hawks, a shot from earlier on, arriving for a battle on the road and looking confident all the way in. There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the Atlanta Hawks. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan. Joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Trae Young.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Clippers, for now at least, are still tenants at the Staples Center. But former team superstar and analyst for the Hawks, Dominique Wilkins, who used to play for the Clippers at the end of his career, said the atmosphere at their games now matches that of the Lakers, adding, "This excitement for 2 teams in the same city, I don't know when that's happened in basketball. It's pretty amazing." Guys?
There's been a transformation here in L.A. There is no doubt about that. D.A., thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Gallinari is out there with John Collins. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Morris is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Paul George. And it's Mann in at the shooting guard position. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And it's sent back by George. It's Morris. It's off the key. He can't get that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, Gallinari, a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
George against Young. And that one's good, George.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Young. Paul George making his last shot. Here's Herder. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The three from George. Rebound by the Hawks. Now Gallinari. He's coming off a 16-point game against Denver.
Yeah, I'd like to see Gallinari attack the basket. It provides a nice counterbalance to that shooting ability.
Man passes to Leonard. On the pass to Cousins. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Young. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he sees it.
Gallinari against Leonard. That one drops for him. Leonard's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Collins, good.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
And it's Leonard missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Another miss by Leonard.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Young passes to Gallinari. From the arc. The Hawks again can't hit. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to lead. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
In a moment now to see some numbers for Herder. Getting around 12 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And the wide open shot from Morris from beyond the arc and then some.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
Now, here's Collins. His last outing with 20 points. Here's Young. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, an aggressive player at the rim. Paul George has the kind of athleticism to make a defense look silly.
Young passes to Collins. Here's Herter. 14 points from him the last game against Denver. To the middle. Shot by Collins, no good. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Mann. He kicks to George. Leonard on the wing. Gallinari covering. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 8.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Here's Young. That one's off. Still out of sync.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Pass to Mann. Back to Morris. 5 on the clock. A 3 from Leonard. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Well, for those players who were discussed in trade talks, Greg, but weren't dealt at the deadline, it's got to be hard for them to ever, I guess, trust team management again, huh?
No doubt about it, but, we have a saying. If you play at the highest levels, you have 2 families. Your first, which is your family at home, and your second. The only one you trust is your first family. The second family, it's a business relationship, and you know what? You could have a third family the following week if you get traded. And so some guys block out the noise and manage their emotions well. Others don't, and they tend to struggle.
It's all in the family. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Then for the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Herter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
Here's Mann, following the score by Lou Williams. Good work there as it goes.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. And it's Ibaka in for Morris. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in. And with small ball catching on, it's the rare team, Doris, that looks to go big and play bully ball. Why hasn't that approach been more popular?
Well, to me, Kevin, the NBA game is one that's in constant evolution. So right now the emphasis is three-point shooting, free throw opportunities, and restricted area opportunities. That seems to be the most efficient way to play the game of basketball. On the defensive end, what that requires is positionless players, guys in the post who can guard the perimeter, switchability. All the versatility you can bring to bear on the defensive end is significant, and so that's why bully ball becoming harder and harder to play in today's NBA.
The free throw drops for Zubac. Both shots good from the stripe. The Hawks trail by 11. And here is Williams. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Capella, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Great initiative from Capella there, seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
And he makes the first.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Both free throws good from Capella. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They have a 9-point lead. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach. We are looking at the MVP of the 2014 finals. Can we remember that in that series, Kawhi Leonard shot 60% and he guarded LeBron James?
Good on the three-point shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now, here's Okongwu. He just could not put it together in that loss to Denver. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Leonard. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. And that one's good. Beverly.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Bounce pass, Bogdanovic. Williams kicks to Bogdanovic. Another three for Atlanta.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Fires the three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Now here's Williams. It's good.
This guy is the master of the mid-range. Lou Williams with the in-between game.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Beverly with the ball. Down low. Here's Leonard. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Williams.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Leonard. It doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game, offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof, a lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions, and getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
And here's Leonard. Following the three-pointer from DeAndre Hunter. The 19-foot shot, and it's Leonard again missing. The Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Okongwu. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Leonard. No good off the back of the rim. And for the Hawks, they're shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. Hunter, no good. Los Angeles leading by 5. Goes up the baseline, and he hits the jump shot. Leonard's got 13 points.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Back to Bogdanovich. Capella with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Capella with the bucket. Capella's got his second basket.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Leonard with no one around. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Kawhi Leonard has averaged 25+ across multiple seasons. We are talking about an elite scorer.
And the rejection by Ibaka. It's Leonard missing. The Hawks trail by 7. There's the pass to Capella. Here's Hunter. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Williams looking over the floor. Drills it from outside. Williams has got 7.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together. We move the ball. We make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And thanks again.
Oh,
Wow.
the pretty dunk brings down the house.
Gracious.
Kennard, the pass to Batum. Outside for Jackson. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the lob to the hoop. And Okongwu slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. Fast break, here they come. Batum wide open, he fires. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks trail by 5. Williams with a clean look. No good on the triple. here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Williams dishes to Okongwu. Kicks to Reddish.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Kennard for three. Drains the three-pointer. And it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
Not everyone has the green light to take that free in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Atlanta calls timeout. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Now here's Reddish. Kennard covering. On deep, Collins nailed from three-point land. Collins has got 5.
An improving three-point shooter. Collins understands the role of today's big man.
Here's Jackson, and it's the Clippers scoring again. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 9-point game. Their last encounter was Atlanta.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
They walked through that entire effort. Way too much talent on the roster for them to let that happen.
Pass to Collins. Here's Herter, defended by Batum. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 12-3 run. Jackson from long range. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists tonight. The Hawks trail by 14. Young passes to Herter. Lets it go from the wing. The Hawks again can't hit. The Clippers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Offensive rebound. Morris with the bucket. He's got 5.
Well, at a healthy 235, Marcus Morris is pretty good at throwing his weight around, especially on the glass.
Pass to Herter. Back to Collins. Young outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Reggie Jackson.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
Just a bright, young offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Gallinari, he's checked in for Okongwu. And so Young nails them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Passes it to George. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Gallinari. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Here's Jackson. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Clint Capella.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Reddish with the slam.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Outside, George. And it's off from three-point range. Stolen by Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
And Young kicks to Gallinari. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. The shot's good by Kennard.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
The Hawks trail by 16. Herder passes to Gallinari. Here's Young. Here's Collins. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Reggie Jackson. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And that one falls for Collins. Clippers leading by 13. Jackson passes to Cousins. He dishes it to George. Rebounded by the Hawks. Hunter kicks to Young. The pass to Collins. Dishes it to Young. Shoots. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Young's got 6.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
George, no good. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 11. And now the fast break. George with the ball. He kicks it to Jackson. Young with the steal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Just never easy trying to guard Young without fouling. He is great at finding ways to create these calls.
The Hawks haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. The first free throw is good.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Cousins. Patrick Beverly comes in for Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Atlanta. And so Young nails them both. Clippers leading by 9. Rondo with it, guarded by Hunter. George against Gallinari. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
We know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
Trains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Ibaka, the pass to Kennard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
That free throw good from Kennard. And he makes both free throws. And so it's Atlanta with it. A 12-point game. Rondo against Young. Pass to Gallinari. From deep three-point range. It's holded by Beverly.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
George passes to Ibaka. Almost, but it rolls out. The Hawks trail by 12. Gallinari outside, and it's sent back by George.
How about the timing from Paul George on that rejection? Twice on the pipes.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
Collins finds Bogdanovich for the 3. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Clippers leading by 14. Beverly wide open. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. And here's Gallinari outside. That one's good. Just his 3rd make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
But how about Gallinari off the pull-up? My goodness, that was nicely done.
Here's Rondo. That one misses. Some solid defense from Gallinari. The Hawks trail by 11. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Moves so well towards the rim. When Collins attacks with that kind of ferocity, puts the defense on their heels.
And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The first one falls. A different look for the Clippers. Kevin Gelly's checked in, and it's Leonard in for Kennard. Tony Snell's checked in for the Hawks. Williams comes in for Trae Young. And so Collins nails both of them.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Beverly against Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Patrick Beverly is the kind of competitor every team wants. Gets himself a trip to the free throw line.
For Los Angeles, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. First one falls for him.
Boy, Patrick Beverly, what a pleasure this guy is to watch. The level of competitiveness, the commitment to the defensive end. Man, he can raise the team.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. Both free throws good from Beverly.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Outside Williams. And the shot is long.
they have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Leonard with the bucket.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Here's Williams, and it's blocked by Ibaka. One-on-one here. And here's Leonard from three. Traps in the tray. Leonard's got 20 points.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
From deep, Gallinari. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the inside. Pass to Kabengele. Rebounded by Snell.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Snell. Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in. And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Gallinari using his length right there. Nicely done on the block shot.
Hunter, no good. Clippers leading by 13. Teardrop shot. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. Leonard's got 22. The Hawks shooting 35% so far in the second. They need to move the ball around more and find better looks. Here's Williams. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And that one's good. Leonard.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Williams dishes to Hunter. In the corner, Snell with it. Six on the shot clock. Hunter, no one around him. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside, Leonard launches a 3. Rebounded by Snell. For 3, Williams gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got 10 points in the game.
This guy is such a quick decision maker. Lou Williams with the catch and shoot jumper.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Well, thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And you think about how Kawhi Leonard is able to dominate from the wing position at both ends of the floor. It has some comparing him, wait for it, to the GOAT, Michael Jordan. Kenny, you buying what I'm sort of selling?
No, man, there's not enough in your store to buy that, man. I tell you, but he is good. He's got strength to get to his spot, elbow, the post, and back down. They got some common threads, but that's not the same sweater.
Look, he plays at his own pace. Jordan is Jordan, but Kawhi's an all-time great in his own right, but I wouldn't say he's Mike.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Hawks trail by 15. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Gallinari in at the 3. And George kicks to Leonard. In the corner, it's Morris. From outside, off the mark. Hawks shooting 43% for the game. Here's Herter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Leonard against Gallinari. Baseline J on the way, and it's Leonard missing. The Hawks trail by 10. From past the arc, another 3 for Atlanta.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
And Cousins throws it down.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Now, here is Young. He's got 11. Again, the Hawks score.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 7 rebounds in the game. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Gallinari. And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all 3 levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
Here's Young. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Passes it to Mann. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They led by as many as 18 points. Lobbed up there for Collins. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Mann passes to George. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 13.
Well, the 3 ball has become one of the best attributes that Paul George brings to the table. Great form, great touch.
Here's Young, and he banks in the layup.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And the Hawks making a change here. Reddish has checked in. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And the first one drops. Leonard hits them both. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Young looking around. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
And Cousins kicks to Leonard. The pass to Mann. Four on the clock. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Mann's got his second basket of the night. The Hawks trail by 12. Now Young. He's got 18. Here's Herder in Atlanta again with the bucket.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
A 3 from Leonard. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Leonard's got 32 points in the game.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Here's Resch. And the Hawks getting another basket right there. Clippers leading by 11. Pass to Leonard. There's the feed to Cousins. Yep, that one goes. Cousins has got 10 points.
Well, nice finish. DeMarcus has the ability to absorb contact and still make the play.
Herder passes to Young. Here's Capella. Here's Herder. He's got 10. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
The speed in transition. Paul George is dynamic in space.
And Young kicks to Capella. Here's Herder. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Reddish the pass to Herder. Just 5 on the clock. Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Here's George. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Oh, that's offensive interference. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
For the Hawks, DeAndre Hunter comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Bogdanovich in for Reddish. Clippers leading by 13. And here's Jackson. 11 points in the game. And they double up Cousins. Rondo wide open. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 4 assists now tonight. Rondo against Young. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Rajon Rondo. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. The first one falls. Williams, he's checked in for Atlanta. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Cousins. From deep. That's a 2 from Kennard. And that one hits back iron.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Rondo finds Cousins. Fires from deep. Rebound by Williams. The Hawks trail by 14. Bogdanovich. That's for 2. The offensive rebound. And the rejection by Zubats. Hunter. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Tony Snell's checked in for Trae Young.
Well, I think what we see sometimes with DeMarcus Cousins, your greatest strength can be your greatest weakness. When he uses his emotion to be aggressive and intimidating, you love it. He just has to stay under control.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Lou Williams. How last month turned out for him. He's around 10 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
The quick look, no good that time.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
No good from Zubats. The Hawks trail by 14. Snell from outside, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. That's good from Snell. Good on the second free throw.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far. And here is Los Angeles now. They led by as many as 18 points. Rondo kicks to Kennard. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Bogdanovich against Rondo. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Rondo kicks to Beverly. Passes to Zubats. Fades away. No good. Shot missing. And Atlanta will come the other way. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Hawks with possession here. Hunter kicks to Williams. 3 on the clock. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. He's off on the first. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Gallinari's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Williams with the ball. He's got 13. To the middle. Here's Collins. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Collins has got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Now the pass to Beverly. Ibaka with the ball. Good on the 13-footer. Ibaka's got his second bucket tonight.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Here's Beverly, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
Williams kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Williams. Outside, Bogdanovich. Knocks down the 3 ball. Bogdanovich has got 11 points.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's Kennard, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
This is the John Collins show. There's a smoothness to his game that you really appreciate on a night like this.
Rondo dishes to Beverly. Zubac against Collins. The fadeaway. Zubac no good. The Hawks trail by 11. Collins passes to Williams. Knocked loose. Stolen by Beverly. 1 second left. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, give credit to Patrick Beverly on both ends. The anticipation and then the transition opportunity.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Back to the action after this word. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Clippers leading by 13. Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Batum. It's Kabengele in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Pass to Williams. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, Sweet Lou with the jumper. That's sweet, too.
Bogdanovich against Beverly. Good work defensively by Capella. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Rajon Rondo.
So crafty, so good at getting defenders committed. Lou Williams being Lou Williams.
First one falls for him.
Boy, the utility of Lou Williams is absolutely tremendous. This guy can start, but he's obviously spent the majority of his career as a 6th man.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Atlanta, Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Los Angeles leading by 11. Leonard draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here is Los Angeles now. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. The Hawks trail by 11. Gallinari outside. Here's Huerter. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Leonard with the ball. And it's Reddish picking him up. Morris with the bucket.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Gallinari wide open. The long distance 3 is buried.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
George finds Leonard. Over Reddish. And too long on the shot. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Huerter. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They led by as many as 18 points. And it's Kabengele missing. The Hawks trail by 10. Launches the 3. A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for Atlanta. Clippers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Kabengele passes to George. Leonard with the ball. And it's Reddish picking him up. Lock at 6. Morris inside, working on Williams. And the Hawks with possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. Got that bucket in no time at all. And now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
George passes to Leonard. In the corner, it's Morris. Offensive rebound.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Here's Capella, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
John Collins, he's checked in for Atlanta. Young comes in for Williams. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Teron Lou's huddle. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
They need this one, and Capella sends it back. And here's the fast break. Outside Collins. Pass to Gallinari to tie it up. Lets it go from deep. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Leonard, the pass to man. Nobody near George. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's his second make from distance this half after hitting none before that.
Young finds Gallinari. Collins passes to Young. Jacks up a 3. Oh, my! He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. Marcus Morris picks one up there. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
Danilo Gallinari may be one of the most underrated players in the NBA. Because of his size, he can score on the interior post a mismatch. We know he's a tremendous shooter. Love his game.
From 17 feet out. Rebound by the Hawks. Passes it to Herter. Second chance shot. That shot is off. Nice D from Cousins. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. George passes to Cousins. Leonard against Capella. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And defensively, what do you do at this point? DeMarcus Cousins has shown you everything in his tool bag.
The Hawks have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Herter passes to Collins. George against Young. Collins wide open, he fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Leonard draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Clippers now. Morris. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
Young outside. That time from Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They led by as many as 18 points. And then Cousins with the dunk.
A power move by one of the biggest problems in the low post of Marcus Cousins. Don't let him get that deep.
Young passes to Herter. Gallinari on the wing. Back to Herter. Tries again. And it's Gallinari missing. The Clippers in the lead. Down low. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
That free throw good from George.
Well, I don't know that when he was selected 10th overall back in 2010, that the casual fan understood that Paul George would become one of the most effective two-way players in the NBA, but he's done just that.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul. A three from Leonard. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins is on its way from Young for two. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Young's got the game tied up here for the Hawks. LA's gotten just one of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Leonard the pass to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
Here's Huerter. Gallinari in the corner. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Gallinari's got 29 in the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Cousins, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
How about the power that Boogie Cousins brings to the table? Tough matchup for any defender.
And the first one at the line is good. And Cousins drops them both. Now, here is Young. Gallinari in the corner. And Gallinari throws it down.
Gallinari with the pressure on him, my goodness.
It's George on the wing. Over Young. And again, no good by the Clippers. Atlanta shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Capella finds Young to take the lead. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And Los Angeles guys shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far.
DeMarcus Cousins leaves no doubt in a big moment. Big time play.
The Hawks trailing. Young outside. Puts up a three. They get it back. Capella. And the rejection by Cousins. 3 on 3. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
My goodness. Guys, you talk about embracing the moment, burying a key shot. Go ahead, Mr. Morris. We see you doing work.
Inside. And stolen by Cousins. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. George, no good. The Hawks trail by 4. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Collins is running. His 11th attempt is no good. He's made 9 of those 11. And here they go. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Collins.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
Throw good, Paul George. A minute 42 left in the fourth. to Capella. No good that time.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Leonard, a good look. And it falls over the rim and in. And now a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
You simply have to respect the passing ability of Paul George, his ability to read and react and make the right choice. So good.
Young passes to Collins. Now Leonard. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Gallinari.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Hawks making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. That free throw good from Leonard. 59 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Los Angeles.
They simply ran them off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And in terms of the season right now,
they made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Free throw drops for Leonard. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Dunn kicks to Okongwu. A three from Bogdanovich. No good on that one. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Man passes to Zubac. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's George. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Clippers lead by 17.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, the points came fast and furious, so what's clicking?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.